Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem and here is the news. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelenskyy said that he does not want to go to the NATO summit in Vilnius for fun. He's expecting Ukraine to receive an invitation to the alliance and interim security guarantees, reports Ukrainska Pravda. In an interview with ABC News, the president stressed that the NATO summit is very important and it is a matter of political will just to find the proper wording and invite Ukraine. It would be an important message to say that NATO is not afraid of Russia. Ukraine should get clear security guarantees while it is not in NATO. And that is a very important point. Only under these conditions will our meeting be meaningful, otherwise it's just politics, Zelenskyy said. Earlier, Olga Stefanishyna, Deputy Prime Minister for European and Euro-Atlantic integration, said that no final decision has been made on whether President Zelenskyy will attend NATO's Vilnius summit on 11th and 12th of July. According to Politico, a small group of NATO states are holding frantic last-minute talks to finalize a declaration on security guarantees for Ukraine ahead of a NATO summit, reports European Pravda. The idea is to create an umbrella for countries that are willing to provide Ukraine with constant military assistance, even if the details differ by each state. However, this view is not universal. Countries of NATO's eastern flank are pushing for Ukraine to have a faster path to NATO membership, even if the fighting continues. We would really appreciate if you could share information about the podcast in your social media and with friends. This way more people would learn about the highlights from Ukraine and truth about Russia's invasion. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and Polish President Andrzej Duda met in Lutsk, the Volyn region, western Ukraine, yesterday, reports Suspilne. They took part in the events commemorating the victims of World War II and the 80th anniversary of the Volyn massacre. The massacre is one of the most painful issues in the common history of Poland and Ukraine. Polish interpretation of the tragic events in Volyn during the Second World War is that Ukrainian insurgent armies units committed massacre of Poles, now regarded in Poland as genocide. Ukraine believes that there were also massacres of local Ukrainians by the Polish Home Army or Armia Krajowa. In an interview with ABC News, Volodymyr Zelenskyy called statements that Russian President Vladimir Putin would be forced to seek dialogue when Ukrainian troops are on the administrative border with the occupied Crimea as the ones that make sense, reports Radio Liberty. The president also said that he feels no pressure at all from Western allies to make the Ukrainian counteroffensive happen faster. Today the initiative is on our side, we are advancing, albeit not as fast as we would like, but we are advancing, he said. Zelenskyy added that there is a signal that there may be another revolution in Russia. Moreover, there are people who can support such a rebellion, believes the president of Ukraine. He stressed that Putin has no military force inside Russia and his civilian population is not protected. Thank you for listening to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast. We are a commercial initiative of just two people and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.